Okay, hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to do an unboxing of my Hobonichi order for 2023 because I did make one this year. I did not make one last year because I didn't need to get anything new, but this year I did, and so did a couple of other people. So I made a bigger order. It's not that big, to be fair, but it's not just for myself, so there's a couple of extra things in here, but I will try my best to show you. And yeah, I'm just really excited to just get into it. There's actually 2 boxes, so that's very exciting. So if you're not aware what Hobonichi is, it is a stationery company from Japan, and I absolutely love their planners and the paper that they use and just generally everything that they make. And I usually make an order once a year. I just did not do it last year, but yeah, so there you have it, Hobonichi Techo 2023, and the color, this is their website by the way, and the color of the boxes this year is this kind of brick red, which I think is also really nice, and there's the Hobonichi logo right there on the side, and again, so yeah, 2 of those. So let's get into it. So the quote this year, they always just put a quote for some reason on the box, but I think it's nice. It says, "It's okay if it were a lie or a joke. Try saying, 'I had something good today too,' and then close your eyes. Something as good as a tiny stone is rolling here and there more often than you think." So make of that what you will. Okay, let's just put this other one here. Yay, paper. Okay, so I'm going to take everything out of the boxes because I think that's easiest. And then I will go through everything one by one. Okay, so this is everything that was in the 2 boxes. So like I said, there's a couple of things for some other people, but I will unbox those as well and show you. I'll just be a little more careful so that they can also have their own, fresh and as fresh as possible unboxing experience. But I think let's start out with the freebies. So these are the freebies this year. You actually get a pen with every planner, and I have 2 planners in this order, so we got 2 pens. This is what the pen looks like up close. It's got this nice blue, and then it's kind of the same color as the box, although it's definitely more brown. And these are super nice. They are 3 colors, so blue, black, and red, and I've been using them since my first ever order, and I still think the first ever one that I've used has not run out of ink. So they're very nice. And the nib is like 0.5, so it's perfect for the grid on these planners. And then the new thing this year is this kind of pouch thing, I guess. Obviously it has 2023 printed on. And oh, there's another quote. "Today is the only day the me I am right now will ever exist. I want to keep a record of that so the me in the future won't forget them." That is actually a really nice quote. And it's actually the main reason why I keep sort of planners and diaries and things like that, because I love looking back at them years down the line and just knowing that, the person I was at that moment is recorded. The way I thought and the way I spoke and how I wrote and everything is like, it's literally black and white on paper. So sometimes we have this like 2020, rose-colored vision of our past selves. But when you see something like that sort of written down, it's hard to ignore that. Yeah, that's how it used to be. That's what happened. That's how I used to talk. And it's just yeah, it's fun to look back on. So I'm not entirely sure what you're supposed to use these for. I guess people would use them to store their planners in, but it's a pouch. You could actually put a book in it and use it as a book carrier pouch thing, so your book doesn't get damaged. I'm not sure, but there's 2 of these, so I'll definitely find a good use for them. Okay, what should we look at next? Let's look at the 2 books that I have There's another one, but I'll leave that for later. So I have 2 Hobonichi planners here. One is for my husband and one is for myself. So I'll open this one first, gently. This is the day free. This is what I've been using mostly the last 2 years. I'll show you in my actual planner setup that I have here. This is the day free, but it's actually the one in 2021 because, like I said, last year I did not get a new one because I still have plenty of this one. So I didn't get 2022, but this is the day free that I've been using. So I really like the day free. And so the packaging this year is paper-based. And that, I think, is a really, really nice improvement. So this is the booklet. It's very slim compared to the other ones, and I don't want to mess it up too much, but they're so nice and pristine when they're new compared to the one I've been using for 2 years now, actually. They're so nice. And it's very, very thin, this one. But the paper is so thin, but it's so nice. It's honestly the best paper. That's mainly why I keep using Hobonichi. It's because of the paper. I absolutely love that paper. And then it comes with some... Oh yes, so this is also new this year because apparently they're going to change the Tomoe River paper that they're using in these planners. It's still going to be Tomoe River paper, but it's just going to be, I think, a slightly different version of it. So they added this little example of what the paper will feel like, just so you can decide for yourself, I guess, if you want to stick with it next year and get one next year. So from 2024, all the Hobonichi planners will be using this new type of paper. But as far as I'm aware, it is still Tomoe River, which is what I've been loving these planners for. So I'm interested to see if I actually feel any difference. Maybe it's a bit more waxy, the new one, compared to the one that is in this one. Because I do feel like this one it's very soft, very smooth, and I really like it. Like pens glide really well on it. So I'm gonna have to do some tests on this, because if it's not as good as the OG Hobonichi Tomoe River paper, then I don't know. I mean, that's kind of why, these planners are not cheap. They're pretty pricey. So I'm gonna have to try more of that and see. But so the other thing that comes this year is this little booklet. It kind of, I guess, shows you how to use the planner, different ways that you can use all of the different planners, because there's different kinds of planners that they have. So it's just an example, and then obviously a lot of information in Japanese, which I cannot read, but that's okay. And then this is the one that I got this year. So like I said, I've been using the day free for the past 2 years, and I've really been enjoying it. However, I just really missed having a proper full daily dated planner. So for this year, for 2023, I'm going back to a full planner that is dated daily. So I got the original in Japanese because there's 2 versions. So I'll just show you I have another one here. So this is the English version of the same dated planner. This is from 2019, and I haven't used it very much, but I really want, I like the idea, and I want to try to use it properly every day with to-do lists, and then I can journal a little bit in it, but it doesn't have to be like a full journaling page. It can just be anything, but I just really want to give it another try. But I also really wanted to try the Japanese version and see how I like the original versus the English book that I had. So let's open this up. So the same 2 booklets. I'm not gonna go over them again. And then, it feels so nice. Oh my gosh, it feels so pristine. It's hard to describe the feeling of a brand new Hobonichi, but it's very, very, very nice, especially compared to the English one that I've had for many years. So yeah, so the cool thing about these planners is this is brand new, right? I just bought this, but flip it right in the middle and look at that, it lays flat. It's fantastic. I love it. So the thing with the Japanese version is it's a lot more colorful. It's like split into different colors throughout the year, as you can see. And it always has some sort of quotes in Japanese at the bottom, but you know, you can just ignore them or you can cover them up. And then you have the date and the month there. And it's in Japanese, but obviously, you know, you can figure out what it says. And then, of course, in the front, we have the calendar spread. And I really love this spread as well. Also, one of the big reasons why I always buy these planners is because of this calendar spread. I really like it and I find it incredibly useful. And then in the back, there's a lot of sort of informational pages, unfortunately all in Japanese, so I can't read it. And then there's a couple of extra things like my 100, so you can write sort of 100 things that you do that year, 100 movies that you watch, or 100 books, as if that you read, you know, like favorites. And then some random graph paper. I've never really understood this one. You can write a timetable. But, you know, these planners are, like, you can use them however you want. You know, they give you some suggestions. As you can see, they have sort of like an hourly spread here where you could technically, like, time block what you're going to do, but I don't plan my life in that much detail. But I do like this, and this is different than the English version. So here, as you can see, at the top of every single day, you have 5 little check boxes, and I am the main way I use these planners is making a lot of to-dos, you know, to-do lists. And so I think that one is for sure one I'm going to use, because the English version does not have that. As you can see, it's just, you know, it's a lot more blank. You can do a lot more with it. Obviously, you can still, you know, add those tasks here, but it's just nice to have, you know, and I'll just show you a quick comparison of the English on the right and the Japanese on the left. So that's kind of the difference between those two. But yeah, super, super excited to start using this, and it just feels so nice. And for those of you who don't know, I'll just show you. So the difference between the day free and the daily, just in terms of size, you know, there's a big difference. And these can get pretty fat a long time if you use them, especially if you like to journal and put a lot of stickers and maybe even paint in them. A lot of people use them like that, so they really bulk up. But when you first get them, they're so nice and thin, and just really, really cool. The other thing that I'm really excited to see, this is not for me, this is for a friend. She ordered this, but I just wanted to quickly sort of open it and get a feel for it, but I will be very, very careful with this so that she gets a nice experience opening it for herself. Yes, so this is the 5-year planner, the 5-year Hobonichi Techo. So as you can see from the box, it spans from 2023 all the way to 2027. I've never had one of these, and I'm just very curious. And this is an A5 size as well. So Hobonichi does A6, this is an A6 size, and this is an A5. And they do both sizes for all of the planners. I just prefer the tiny ones. They work for me. But she ordered the A5, and I'm also very curious about this. So I think this is the same. This is a sample of next year's paper. Or maybe actually no, I think this is actually just a sample to test pens on before, you know, instead of testing on the actual planner. And oh my gosh, this is so hefty. This is like genuinely heavy, and it's this beautiful sort of obviously faux, you know, leatherette. It's very sort of pliable. It almost feels like a Bible. That's how I would describe it. It's like it's a Bible type of material and feel to the book itself. But yeah, so I guess that says Hobonichi Techo 5 years, and then the date stamps here, and also the years on the spine. And there's nothing on the back. And then just try to be very careful with this. So this does not have a calendar spread or anything like that. It just has this spread for 365 days. So 365 pages. They're all exactly the same. And so the idea is that you have a little space for every one of the 5 years in which to write down something that happened that day or something that you want to remember, maybe like a gratitude journal. I would see this being used as a gratitude journal, and then you can look back, for 5 years and see what you've written. And then I guess this page you can do whatever you want. You can probably extend it here for every year. You can journal in it. You can, there's all kinds of ways that people use these, but yeah, this is super nice, and I've never seen one before. So it just feels so, I don't know, pristine and like, it just feels very high quality, I think. So I'm sure she will be very happy to finally get this, because I know these planners are pretty expensive to get, and I know she's been wanting one for a very long time. I just noticed that there's a quote embedded in the back of the box as well, but again, I can't read Japanese. And then a flyer with, I guess, again, explaining how you could use the 5-year Techo, but it's all in Japanese. So yeah, that is the A5 5-year Hobonichi Techo. And then I have some accessories left. So let's start with a cover. So this cover is actually for my husband, and he's going to use it for his day free. We both really, really liked this design, and it's so much nicer in person actually. And I love this little detailing here in the pocket as well. So this cover is called the 36 Views of Mount Fuji. But yeah, I think it's beautiful. And this collection, or this cover, and there's a couple of more accessories, I think, with these were made in collaboration with Tokyo National Museum. And it's really pretty, and I really love the color of this. So this will be, used for this and probably another notebook. So you would put this here, like so. And you can put this cover inside as well, but it's like this, and then you put the pen holder in here, and obviously you can fill it up with whatever else he wants. I'm not gonna do that, but yeah, I have 2 ribbon bookmarks as well, and it's just so pretty. It's actually really pretty, and it feels really nice as well. But you can also put a clear cover on top if you don't want to risk damaging, the material. These are also for my friend who got the 5-year Techo, so I'm not going to open these. So she can do that herself, because I don't think there's a nice way to put these back. But these are pencil boards, so you put them underneath the actual page that you're going to write on, just, to have a more sturdy base to write on, so that you don't damage the paper too much. And she got 3 of these in all the sizes that they offer. So this is actually for weeks. This is for an A6, and this is for an A5. And then a couple of more accessories, and these are all for me. So let's see this one. So this is a A6 folder, again with the Mount Fuji artwork, and I just also thought this was so pretty. And I usually use these for sticker sheets, and they fit really well, into one of these covers or something like this, usually in the back here or wherever you have space, and then I fill them with some sticker sheets. So for example, I can just show you how I would use it. So I have some sticker sheets, right? So I would just put it here like so, and then put it in the back. And it's just, it makes it easier to like take out and then look through your stickers and organize things that way. This is just a closer look on the artwork on the folder. And there's another one for A5 size as well, but I only got the A6. Then I got 3 of these notebooks that are sort of add-ons to your, your Hobonichis, just to give you sort of more space, I guess, to write on. So these are blank little thin notebooks that you can just sort of add on to the back of your Hobonichi, just to have like more space to write notes and things. But I really liked this edition. They're like they're called the Mother theme, but it's, it just looks like classic video game art style, and I just thought that was really cool. So I got a set of these ones. So these are them. And then the very last thing I have is this set of washi tape stickers. So these are the Kita washi tape stickers, and every time I make a Hobonichi order, I always get one of these because they're always so gorgeous. And I think this year's set is probably the best one that I've had, honestly. But yeah, they're just like washi tape stickers, so you can just take one out and then it's a sticker, and then this one, you know, kind of folds in and creates a little cap for it, like so. And again, you can sort of put it in your Hobonichi cover. So now what I will do, I think, is I need to take this old English Techo out, and I will keep using this because I do want to fill it up eventually, but it's from 2019. And then I think I will take this out and put the day-free one at the back, just kind of for like an extra space for notes. And I think I'll write stuff that I might need to go back to, like video ideas and things like that. I think I'll keep this at the back for that, and then I'll put my new dated Hobonichi Techo for 2023 at the front. I'll do it like that. Yeah, I think that's good. It's obviously a little bulky, but this can still close easily, and I think it's fine. I can always just take it out if I find it uncomfortable to write on. But yeah, this is so cool. I really like that I have a chunky Techo again, as opposed to these, thin ones. So here's hoping that I actually use it more than I did the English Techo. But yeah, that was it. I just wanted to share this unboxing with you and share stationery goodness, because this makes me happy. This is one of the things that, every year, usually when I buy it, it's a good time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Do let me know if you buy Hobonichi usually. What did you get for 2023? Or is there something that you want but you couldn't get? Yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And otherwise, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye!